Okay, so let's imagine it's test day and you're doing the IELTS speaking test. It's part 2. The examiner hands you the task card and you have 1 minute to prepare. What do you do? If you've ever taken the IELTS test before, you'll know that when you receive that task card on test day from the examiner and the examiner says you have 1 minute to take some notes, that time goes extremely quickly. Let's take a look at one of these task cards. So imagine the examiner hands you this particular task card and says you have 1 minute to take some notes. What are you going to write? Are you going to write full sentences? You're going to scribble down a paragraph. You're going to draw a smiley face. You need to think this through before test day so you can maximize your speaking score. Because if you get the preparation right, it's going to give you a good foundation for your 2-minute talk. Each time I've taken this test, it's been a very intense experience and I can't think very clearly and time absolutely flies and therefore you can't write down much at all. In fact, each time I've done it, I've kind of been stumped by the task card and spend about 20 seconds actually just thinking of something. For example, let's say the task card says, talk about a gift you recently received. I have to actually sort of go through my memory and think, a gift, okay, what was the last gift I received? What was the last gift? And for me personally, I sort of get stuck on the first gift that I can remember. So I'm just gonna write down that one gift. Let's take a look at method 1 though, because it talks about how to do this well. So method 1 is to read the card, describe a website you have recently used. You should say what the website is, what you use the website for, how often you use the website, and explain what you like and dislike about the website. Step 2 of the method is to write down 2 websites. So this one's pretty easy. Everyone can come up with a website pretty quickly. I'm going to write down Google. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to think of a second website because one of the problems that candidates face is they'll talk about a website for 2 minutes and they really simply run out of ideas. And when they run out of ideas at about the 90-second mark, they run out of language, okay? So I'm gonna write down a second website like, I don't know, Facebook, something like that. Or Magic Seaweed, which is my favorite surfing website that checks the weather and the waves. That would be a good one, and that would extend my language. After I have written down the 2 websites and simply written Google, Facebook, something like that, or Magic Seaweed, I would then, number 3, read the card again, and number 4, take a deep breath. So, I haven't written much at all because in 1 minute, firstly, I need to think of these 2 websites or these 2 gifts or these 2 books that I've read or something like that. That's going to take 20 seconds. Then actually reading the card's going to take time. Writing down the 2 words is going to take time. And taking a deep breath, which is essential, is also going to take time. Let's take a look at another method to this though. So the same task card here, describe a website you have recently used. So you read the card, you write down a single website, then you spend a little bit of time thinking about change, past, present, future. Let's say that website is Google. Think about Google in the past when you first used it. Think about Google now and think about how Google might work for search, for example, in the future. Then you read the card again, take a deep breath, and away you go. So the reason we want to think about change and think about the past, the present, and the future of this website is because it's going to extend our language a lot. We're going to use lots of different verb tenses, lots of past tense verbs, present simple, present perfect. And then when I talk about the future, I'll use modals and maybe the subjunctive, an if statement. Who knows? It's going to get me a good score for grammar. And if I can control my pronunciation and fluency as well, that will also work. So here's a bit of an example. Okay, so I'm going to think about Google in the past. Maybe I can talk about the first time I used Google at high school and I didn't even know what it was for and it kind of looked pretty clunky, to be honest. I didn't know what this website was, nor did I even know what the internet was. And now in the present, I use Google a lot. I have it on my phone, I use it at work, I use it basically for everything. It is really my homepage. And I wonder what Google will be like in the future. It's going to be incredible the way that we can search the internet in the future. Maybe it'll be able to read my mind. Who knows? Okay, now it's your turn. I'm going to show you a task card, and I just want you to think to yourself about which method would work best for this particular task card. You do need to be flexible on test day, but having a couple of methods up your sleeve will be very helpful. Ready? Take a look at this one. So you need to describe an advertisement you recently saw. How would you approach this particular task? You can tell me in the comments below what you're going to do. Method 1, method 2, which one works for you? So for me personally, with this one, I would probably talk about 2 advertisements, maybe one that I saw on television and one that I saw on the internet. That would give me a good breadth of language to use. Cool. Now, if you need help with your IELTS, check this out because you can talk to an E2 expert in a one-on-one tutorial, and these come as part of the packages you buy on E2 Test Prep, the link for which is in the description below. In these tutorials, you can meet with an E2 expert teacher for 45 minutes, choose the time that suits you and the topic and skill you want to work on, and you'll get lots and lots of feedback. And of course, you can do speaking mock tests. And also, just before you go, don't forget to take a deep breath just before you begin your speaking part 2. That will help a lot. My name is Jay. Thanks very much. I'll see you soon.